And we are live from Summerside Arena here in beautiful Summerside, PEI. Day 3 of the Ed McNeil Memorial Tournament, 28th annual, as the Tri-Pen Osprey face off against the Truro Bearcats, live on High Button Sports. I'm your host, Brendan Maloney, for this contest. As we get ready to get underway here, the Osprey and the Bearcats both with identical records to start this tournament, 1-1 apiece. So we'll see who stays on the plus side of the win column here as we get ready to start things off. The siren sounds to signal the start of this game as we set up at center ice. Off the draw, Morris takes it and dumps it into the zone for the Osprey to get started on the forecheck. Collision there behind the goal. Puck is loose. Good forecheck here by the Osprey to start things off. As that one taken by Nelson. Onto his defensive partner on the near side. Move through neutral ice. Hoyt moves it across on the right wing side. Down the wing. Looking to step in was Jackson. Hoyt unable to get free as Abbott takes possession of that. Back to the defense. Hoyt moves it across. That's dumped in the zone. That's the forecheckers for the Bearcats get after it. Good hustle after it by Lehman. Lehman has it, likes to make a move. He left the puck behind and Morris tried to split the defense. And he loses control of the puck, but he got it in to the corner. As that's worked in behind the goal. Picked up by the Bearcats as they look to clear. Truro coming out with it now. Moving up the ice, it's McKenzie. 1-on-2. McKenzie a drive and a save made. The first test for goaltender Blake Noseworthy, who gets the start and goal for the Osprey. Once again, you're watching the Ed McNeil Memorial Tournament here in Summerside. 28th annual. Day 3. On to the point, Noyles. Moves it down. Wood. Trying to sweep it out front. O'Reilly intercepted that. And Parker O'Reilly looks to clear. Got to the near side to Tarrant. He's unable to get a hold of that. Barber moves across, and that's going to be whistled down on the offside. As we reset and neutral ice for this draw. One there to Noyles, he looks to clear. Unable to get it past, drops it to the defensive partner there in Sheehan. Luke Sheehan. Puck is in his feet, but he gets it off the wall. And now the Osprey reset with possession. The near side wall, Tarrant picks it up. Moves it ahead for Bags, it just past him, and they'll just dump it in and go for a forechecking effort. There's O'Reilly, takes his man out of the play with a body check on the wall. Here they come again, the Osprey looking to pass it up front. Work behind the goal, looking to put it in front of the net. Collapsing of the Bearcats in the zone, try to cover in front of the net. A chance shot, save made point blank. Good stop there for Cooper, who gets the start and goal. Isaac Cooper, number 41 for the Bearcats with his first test. Both number 41s from either side in goal here for their respective teams. As Ritchie moves past the defense below the goal line, looking to set things up. Spinning shot that was blocked in front, taken by Hoyt, a drive, and that one deflected wide. Off the near wall, looking to clear it out of the zone. Hoyt holds the line, fires a shot towards the goal. That one's blocked in front as well. Osprey looking to clear. Kept alive by the Bearcats. They get a chance to reset this forecheck. As that one backhanded off the wall by Vivian. Moving down the ice, Hoyt has to retrieve that. Off the near side wall, picked up by Melanson. Melanson moves it across, great pass to Murphy. Backhand shot. Caught off the chest plate there of Noseworthy, directed it aside. It was a rebound, but he stopped that as well as it's moved out to neutral ice. Dumped in by King. Stopped by the defense on the way in, though. It didn't get too deep. As now the Bearcats are going to get on the attack again. Sweeping it down the zone. Reynolds chases it down. That's going to be an icing call here against Truro. They'll go all the way back down to their end for this draw. Face off in the offensive zone for the Tri-Pen Osprey. out of Newfoundland and Labrador. That's Newfoundland versus Nova Scotia in this matchup, as that's one taken by the Osprey. Looking to sweep it on the backhand, falling down on the play was Morris. Unable to get the shot through. As the Bearcats take it out of the zone now. Jumping in and off the sidewall, picking up is Reynolds on defense, off the backboards, around for Power. Power on the near side. Turns and tries to clear, stopped up by McKenzie on the point. Moves it across. Shot from distance blocked by Reynolds. Off the wall, chipped out to neutral ice. Morris unable to gain a step, as McKay looks to work it. Near side wall, Power chips it ahead. Chasing after Morris, he stick checks by Barber, and it goes into the corner. Trying to go with his Withrow. Max Withrow skates to neutral ice. Moves in, the shot is blocked. Battles for it there, looking for a rebound, covered up for the whistle by Noseworthy. Lexi Barber on the draw in the offensive zone. Clean win by Barber, gets it across. Wood trying to chip it ahead. Tarrant moves it for the Tripan Osprey. Sheehan chasing it down. Spins on the backhand feed up the wall, as that one looking to chip past Tarrant. Wood turning, gave it up to O'Reilly, who strips him of the puck. Sheehan, hard check on Sheehan by O'Reilly. No call comes on that one as he skates ahead. Osprey in, a pass in front, they score! A great feed there by O'Reilly. And a one-time shot to open the scoring here for the Tripan Osprey as they put Truro on the back foot early. It looks like it's Tarrant getting the goal on that one time in front of the net. And the Osprey open the scoring here in the first. Clean draw win off that center ice draw, as that one taken now by the Bearcats. And a hooking call coming on the play here. And looks like it's going to go against the Osprey. And so the Bearcats on the power play on the hooking call to Bags, number 7 for the Osprey. And a chance to tie the game on the power play. On the point, moved across to Hoyt. Waits, surveys his options, looks for a passing lane, moves it across. Top of the circle. Back to Hoyt. Holds on, lost control of the puck, and it escapes at the neutral zone. They'll have to reset here. Intercepted by O'Reilly, shorthanded. O'Reilly moving in. Backhand shot goes wide. Almost caught there by Cooper. He followed it all the way. Not much room to shoot at the end of that deke. A great effort there, shorthanded by O'Reilly. As here they come again. Ritchie skating in, trying to dance, and he's knocked down to the ice. Hard there. And went into the net in the process. No call on that one. Cooper leaves it for Hoyt. Hoyt trying to chip it past the fence. O'Reilly back on it again. Here he comes. Looking to move. Backhand shot blocked by Ritchie. Off on the right wing side. Murphy trying to chip it past. Here comes Murray. Rowan Murphy moves it across. Lehman on the response here. Turns on the near side. Holds on. Drags and shoots off the skate and wide as Reynolds got a piece of that. Far side drop down low. Going to set things up on the power play here. Just 39 seconds left to go in the advantage for the Bearcats. A couple shorthanded bids there by O'Reilly. Aggressive on that penalty killing forecheck. And now in their own zone here of the Osprey. Still plenty of time to work. Hodgkinson on the point. Steps in, shoots, blocked in front. King with a good block there. Pressuring the point man. As that one goes out to neutral ice, they have to reset here. Just 12 seconds left in the power play. Turning back. Near side to Lehman. Lehman steps to the inside. Stick checked. As Lehman shovels that into the zone, Reynolds has to make chase. Reynolds on the far wall looking to clear. Kept alive there by Truro as they look to continue setting up in the offensive zone. This time on the even strength bit as Barber moves it behind, and falling on the play there was Woods. Near side. Good pressure here by the Bearcats. Wood on it. Works in the corner. Tries to get possession. Far side. Kept alive and dumped back in for the cycle. Good pressure here by Truro. Unable to get that center of the ice area just yet and get some quality chances. They're keeping them to the outside of the Osprey. Here's Barber in the corner looking to center it. Blocked in front. Wood takes it again. Great pressure by Truro once more. Osprey need a change here. They get it out to neutral ice. Try to change, catch them by surprise here as Noyle skates in and shoots. Blocked aside by Noseworthy. Once again, the Bearcats on the attack. Here come the Osprey gaining possession. Fired all the way down. That'll be an icing here against the Tri-Pen Osprey. Well, face off to the right of the goaltender, Blake Noseworthy. Ritchie on the draw in the offensive zone. Off the draw, skating after it. Melanson looking to center it. That hit a skate. Rowan Murphy. Back from Melanson in the corner. Melanson turns. Hounded there by Reynolds. Knocked out the puck. Quick drive off the mask of Noseworthy. Caught that one on the chin. Swept to the front there. Blocked by Dyke in front as he turns with it now. Dyke on the backhand, chips it ahead. Taken now. Nelson. Off the backboards to Hoyt in the corner. Hoyt hounded there by the Tri-Pen Osprey now on the forecheck, looking to get some pressure of their own here. Dyke pinches. Tries to hold that line. Power there to help him out. Sweeps into the zone for Morris on the opposite side. And now the Tri-Pen Osprey looking to get a cycle going. Back in the corner. Morris chasing it down. Nelson blocks him off. Near side to Lehman. Lehman. Nice move to the outside by Lehman. Move across. Great block by Abbott, but it's in his feet. And it's taken and they have to reset. McKay drops it back to the defense. Moved across to Hoyt. Hoyt off the near side wall. Swept in by Lehman. Defensive line change for the Bearcats as they get things deep. McKenzie. Off the boards. Wrapped around on the near side. Picked up by the Tri-Pen Osprey. Tarrant looking to clear it. Tarrant holds on. Backhand feed into the zone. Picked up by Hodgkinson. Hodgkinson across. Withrow trying to move it out. Tarrant picks that off in the center. Moves it ahead. Trying to get in the zone there and unable to do so. Delayed penalty on the play. On that rush by Baggs. Couple nice moves by number 7. And the Bearcats will go to the box here. And it's a penalty to Hodgkinson, so 2 minutes on the advantage here for the Tri-Pen Osprey with 1:55 left to go in the opening frame. This penalty going to last the bulk of the remainder of the period if the Bearcats can kill it off. Kept alive there. Baggs on the point. Holds on, drops it off. From the point, shot from distance off the outside of the post. As Cooper saw that at the last minute, unable to flick out the pad. That one gets past Roach on the point, and Tri-Pen has to reset here. Far side. Good battle for it there in the neutral ice. As Murphy was not there on the penalty killing effort. Moved across to O'Reilly now. Osprey looking to set things up on the power play. Minute 23 left to go on the advantage. O'Reilly a shot. Save made. And covered by Cooper. Goal Bags on the draw. Jumping up on it was Wood to get ahead. Wood moving wide. Holds on 1-on-3. Backhand shot fought off by Noseworthy. It's worked in front. Snow with an outlet pass to Tarrant down the wing. Tarrant stops up, drops off to the point. Play in front, blocked by Wood. Wood clears it down the ice for Truro. Under a minute remaining here in the first. No score, just or 1-0 lead for the Osprey so far. No goals yet for Truro. Here they come down the ice. Moving through is O'Reilly trying to step free, unable to do so. As he was stick check. Back to Bags. Bags steps free, shoots, and the save made. Covered up by Cooper. And the Bearcats taking exception to that aggressive attack in the blue paint of their goaltender Cooper. 30 seconds even remaining on the clock here for the first period of play. 1-0 lead for the Osprey. They have 35 seconds remaining on their power play to try to extend the lead to 2 before we head to the second. Hoyt behind his own goal, looking to clear. Intercepted. Osprey in the corner. Behind the goal. Onto the point to Snow. Snow moves it across, and that escapes out to neutral ice. Near side to Snow. Just 10 seconds remaining. One last rush here for the Osprey on the power play. Intercepted. Here come the Bearcats. And unable to get a shot at the horn. That'll do it here for the first. 1-0 for the Osprey. After one, we'll be back shortly with the second period of play. Stay tuned. And we are back with the second period of play, setting up at center ice here. 1-0 lead for the Osprey heading into this second frame. Truro have yet to cash in. Just 3 seconds remaining on that power play as that one killed off to start things for Truro as Hodgkinson makes his way back to the bench for the fifth skater on the ice for Truro. Back to even strength. Dumped down to neutral ice. Abbott trying to intercept. Wood hustles after it 1-on-2. Wood a shot. That's blocked in front. Good defensive positioning there for that block by the Osprey. Near side, Ritchie moves it across. Looking to enter the zone here. Dump and chase for the Bearcats. Abbott on the intercept. Hounded there by Ritchie. Good forecheck by number 22 as he battles against a larger opponent there. Holding his own. Sheehan turns. Knocked to the ice there. And that's going to be whistled down on the penalty for tripping. And it's going to go against the Osprey here. The Bearcats going on the power play. A chance to tie the game here early in the second. Face off to the right of Noseworthy. Ritchie on the draw. Up against Bags. Bags wins it cleanly back. That fired but not out. Murphy holds the line. Finally gets out to neutral ice. A foot race forward here as Hodgkinson gets back. Turns against Roach. Left wing side. Truro looking to re-enter the zone and get on the attack. Skating in, moving wide. Only guy looking to set up the play here is Ritchie. Down low. Back to Ritchie. Moved across. Good intercept by O'Reilly, but it stays alive as Hodgson moves it in for Melanson. Melanson in the corner. Back to Hodgkinson. Holds on. Back down low. They look to set it up. Shuffling side. Back to the point. Moved across to Withrow. Withrow down low. On to Ritchie. Ritchie turns. Waits. Drops to Withrow. Withrow a shot. Save made. A rebound. Chance is loose. Back in front. That one blocked. Good pressure here by Truro. 50 seconds remaining on their power play. Plenty of time to work. Shot there. Goes through the blue paint and wide. Looking to hold the line. It escapes out to neutral ice as Withrow chases it down. Head fakes O'Reilly on that stop up and moves ahead to McKay. McKay on the right wing. Shoots, and that one's blocked by Roach. Bearcats still with the pressure. 30 seconds left on the power play. Nelson on the point. Drops it down to McKay. McKay holds on. Back to Nelson. Nelson across. Left side deep. Quick shot off the goal post. On the deflection. As Nelson back on the point again. Back down for McKay. Shoveled in below the goal line. Just 10 seconds remaining on the power play. Still in the zone here are the Bearcats. Nelson on the point. Waits. Fakes and he ran out of the room. He has to get back there to try and pinch. As O'Reilly was hounding him. Back to even strength here is that one back on the ice. And unable to get out of the zone there was Dove. Moved out to the neutral ice. Back down in the zone it goes. Chasing it down is Roach. Roach trying to work that free for the defensive play as that's moved on to LeBlanc. Owen LeBlanc to the point. Quick drive. Blocked in front by Roach. Fearless sacrifice of the body there by the defenseman. Back in the corner. Snow on it. Stopped up here by Truro. Great pressure here by the Bearcats early in the second after that power play. They've been all over them now. Barber. Shot from Hoyt from the point. Deflected in front. Unable to get a chop by that was Barber. She looked to knock it out of midair. Taken once again here by the Bearcats. On the back end. Moved across to Sheehan. Sheehan stops up. Trying to dump it past the pinch of O'Reilly. To try to get out of the zone. LeBlanc holds on. Trying to dance. Lost the puck. Onto the point. Sheehan keeps it alive. Great pressure once again by the Bearcats. Triped need to get out of the zone here and get a line change. Barber in the corner. Lexi Barber hounded by two defensemen. They look to clear. Sheehan moves to the inside and re-enters the zone for Truro. Relentless attack here by the Bearcats trying to tie this game as finally O'Reilly gets it out. O'Reilly after it. Oh, a collision between O'Reilly and Baggs. Two teammates coming together for the Osprey. And now the Bearcats the other way. LeBlanc down the wing. Shoots. Save made by Noseworthy. Unknown rebound cleared away there. As Melanson turns, he shoots. And that one off the glove and wide. Ritchie in the corner. Holds on to it. Trying to backhand feed to Melanson to try to get the cycle going. Sweeps it around behind the goal. Bearcats taking over the offensive side of the game here, but not on the score sheet just yet. Ritchie chases it down, turns. Murphy holds on, shoots, and that one sails over the glove hand side. Just about 4 inches too much air under that one. Here come the Osprey. Could be a breakaway here. Moving in. Back in, score! What a goal! It's Ethan Mercer on the breakaway to give a 2-0 lead to the Tri-Pen Osprey. As once he got a couple steps, he was gone and made no mistake. Beating Cooper on the back end on a beautiful deke. And that gives the Newfoundland boys a 2-0 lead. And looks like Tri-Pen Osprey are switching out the goalie as Noseworthy goes onto the bench. And Rumboldt in between the pipes now for the Osprey. As Withrow moves it ahead. Mercer dumps it in. McKenzie chasing it down. McKenzie turns. Backhand feed intercepted by Seymour. Seymour wraps it around the boards. Lands it on the back check. Left wing side. Pass. Cross ice to McKay. McKay one-on-one. Holds on. Stick check by Abbott there as he fires it off the far wall. King off the boards. Here come the Bearcats. Moving wide is Hoyt. Chipping it to the point. Pass Nelson. It hopped over his stick and he has to chase it down. Holds on. Intercept there by Seymour on that clearing attempt by Nelson. King gets in. Sweeps it in front. Blocked by the defense, and Hoyt gets back to his feet after he tripped on the side of the net. Off the glass and out to neutral ice. Abbott on the back end. Back into the zone. Nelson chasing it down. Partial line change here for the Osprey. LeBlanc. Near side. Outlet play up neutral ice. Kept alive there by Vivian, but left it for the defense, and LeBlanc picked that off and moves it ahead to Barber. Barber on her off wing. Holds on. Stick check by Dove. Brick behind the goal to Wood. Once again, the Bearcats desperate to get on the board here with the pressure. Barber behind the goal. Spins with it. Checked there by Roach. Roach kicks it over across to Power. Power on the right wing side. Skates with the puck. Moves it across at a crisp pass. Tape to tape to Norris. Norris shot on goal. Stopped by Cooper. Another sweeping shot on goal. That one stopped as well. Now the Tri-Pen Osprey with some pressure. Move to the top of the circle. Stick check there. And right on the stick of Wood, who skates out with it now. Wood chips it into the zone. Chases it down. Is Ritchie. Ritchie after it. And a delayed penalty on the play. And there was a cross check there on the way into the zone. As that penalty is going to go to the Bearcats. And it's Braden Wood going to take the call here. So a power play opportunity for the Tri-Pen Osprey. A chance to go ahead by 3 here in the second. Merch in the corner, picked up behind the goal. Osprey onto the point to Reynolds. Reynolds moved across, far side to D. Drive from the point, fanned on and taken here by the Bearcats as they skate out shorthanded. Nice move to the inside. Ritchie holds on the backhand, protects the puck behind the goal. Goes for a skate here to the penalty killing effort. Back into neutral ice and just looks to kill some time, keep the puck on a string, drops it off to Sheehan. Back cross, left side defense, and into the bench for a stoppage in play. Neutral zone draw with 1:21 remaining in the power play. Chipped off the wall to Baggs. Stops up at the point. Baggs across to O'Reilly. Abbott calling for it. O'Reilly drops it off. Shot there. Abbott in front on the rebound and hopped over his blade as it was a little too hot to handle to pull the trigger. Back on the point again. Dyke moves it across. Baggs from the wing. Shoots. Looking for pick the 5-hole. And closing the wickets there was Cooper. Back into the corner. They reset. Osprey with the pressure. 45 remaining on the power play. Abbott a drive off the blocker. It hops in front. Still loose. And cleared to the corner. Baggs on it now. Turns. Onto the point. Back across near side to Abbott. Abbott. Back across to Dyke. Down to Baggs. Excuse me, that's O'Reilly. Abbott clears it into the zone behind the goal. Hodgkinson on it, trying to clear. Off the wall. Past Dyke as Murphy looks to chase it down. Dyke has to get back. He's hounded there by Murphy. Lead pass up ahead for O'Reilly, trying to break free. O'Reilly shoots. Save made with the glove by Cooper. He gets the whistle here. Mercer on the draw. Moves out to neutralize. Vivian has to chase it down here. Off the boards, onto the point. Held in line by Hoyt. Looking to intercept that. Off the wall, Hoyt holds the line. Fired back in for Truro. It's a minute 55 remaining in the period. We're back to even strength here. Is that one off the near side, Seymour. Nelson on the point, keeps it alive for Truro. For Truro, you want to get a goal in these last minute 40 to just plant that seed of doubt going into that third. But it's rarely the ideal scenario in hockey. As that went down the corner. Roach lost his stick on that intercept of the clear around the boards. Has to pick it up. Ritchie on the forecheck. Mercer intercepts. Moves it back to the defense. Near side picked off by Ritchie. Ritchie moving in, trying to put it in front. Still loose in the slot and fired down into the neutral ice. As the Bearcats reset here. Just a minute remaining in the second. That went down to the defense here. And it looks like it's whistled down an offside call. Excuse me, there's going to be a hit to the head penalty there. My mistake. So the Osprey are going to be penalized here as Mason Vivian goes to the box. And so now the Bearcats on the power play with 56 seconds remaining here in the second period. And this could be just what the doctor ordered here for the Bearcats so they can strike quickly on the power play. They've had some pressure in the second, just unable to beat Noseworthy just yet. Moved across to Sheehan. Sheehan holds on. Out front. Shot there, blocked by Rumbolt, that is. Excuse me, Rumbolt's now in goal for the Osprey as they made that goaltending change earlier. It's fired shot from the point. Blocked in front. Picked up and fired off the... Kept alive by Hoyt. Back down for Truro. Onto the side, Ritchie. Back onto the point. Hoyt across to Sheehan. Just out of his reach, but he picks it up. Skates in wide, waits and shoots. And hugging the post there was Rumbold. Gets a save for the Osprey. Onto the point, Hoyt. Back across. Just 8 seconds remaining here. They have to act quickly. Hoyt a shot blocked in just inside the point as Murphy takes it on the wall. And that'll do it here for the second period of play. 2-0 for the Osprey after 2. We'll be back shortly with the third. Stay tuned. play here. As the Truro Bearcats to get into the zone. Bearcats inside the Barber. Barber on it. Neutral ice. Pass to the fence. Fire down the ice. Drops it for Richie. And that one whistled down. On the outside. Bearcats unable to capitalize on the tri-pen goaltenders. As first half of the game it was Blake Noseworthy, and this half it's Owen Rumbold in goal. Give both goaltenders a chance to stay warm on the bench. Or after being on the bench, getting a chance at the goal as Lehman moves it down below the goal line. Back on the point to Hodgkinson. Hodgkinson across. Withrow on the point. Behind the goal, McKenzie. Stick check there by Roach. Collision there in the corner. Don't want to call him out. We're not going to get a pass in front of him. A quick shot. What a save that was. Trying to turn things around. Even the Bearcats really put that one in. Puts it in front, stick check there by Reynolds in the corner. Unblocked. Goes on the point to Hoyt. Shot in front, deflected on goal, and Rumbold makes the save. The line change for this team. Once again, the Bearcats put the pressure on the same way they started that second period. Shots on the side of this game. Both teams done a good job of getting in their shooting lanes, blocking the center of the ice area, making the job for both of them a lot easier. For the first contest, it's 2 goals for both of them for the Ospreys. Richie moves in, waits, drops it down low. Back to Richie. Richie on the wall. Holds on, spins, drops it back to the point. Hoyt. Back to Richie. Switches places with him. Holds on and shoots and sail that one over the goal. Rumbold got a piece of that with the glove on the way through. He couldn't catch it in time. Another shot towards the goal. Hops in front. Rumbold covers it up. Stops the play. Play shot, save made by Rumbold. Point flag once again. That was a little lower. It was not that 7-goal winner. Trying to get it on net. As Sheehan moves it across. Murphy. Holds on, drops it. Moving wide. Across to Noyles. Noyles to Barber. Barber on the point. Holds on. Gets the news and puts it down along the drop pass. Back to Barber. Barber, saucer pass down over Murphy. Trees that. Back to the shut here. Expired. O'Reilly gets a hold of him. Dumped into the corner, picked up by Roach defensively. Two off the backboards.
Osprey goal, second game, scored by number 12, Nathan Tarrant. Assistant number 5, Hunter O'Reilly, and number 97, Ethan Mercer. Batting number 328, Tarrant, second game, from O'Reilly and Mercer at 328.
Watch it on the other side. Check there for Melanson. Chips it into the zone and chases it against Reynolds. Richie on the forecheck attempt. Shot up the goal as he scores! Off the post and in for Luke Ritchie. And that's the first of the game for the Bearcats. Got a step in front. Opposite time. Planted here as they have had some pressure. Now let's back fumble over this once and see if they can do it again. Richie skating in, trying to drop it off. Now we're going to neutralize by
Bearcats goal, scored by number 22, Luke Ritchie. Assisted by number 18, Lauren Murphy, and to number 10, Jackson Hoyle. Time to go 4:45. That's Ritchie. From Murphy and Hoyle at 4:45.
Should have passed. Snow picks that up and fires it off the glass. On the near side, Power trying to clear it. Well, beat the glass. Morris. Bouncing up the neutral ice. Dropping it up his dike. Moves across his defensive partner. And have it off the wall. Morris. Intercepted by Melton on that lead pass. Now in comes Lexi Barber down the wing. Lowers the shoulder, holds on to it, protects the puck. All down to the ice there as the Osprey clear. Nice one here. However, once again off the ice. Lexi Barber 1-on-3. Moves wide, drops it off. Give and go. Shoulder in the corner. There's Murphy back on the point of Norris. Murphy. Nice one-handed pass there looking from the center. Shooting off the wall again. Intercepts. Up the line here by Truro. Lexi Barber tried a shot through a screen. That was blocked. Back in the corner. Dyke. Knocked off there. Reflected on the day and wide. Keep the pressure on. And he picked up by the Australia for two. It's on the ball on the back of the puck. Moves wide. Seymour shot. Down the ice. The Bearcats again shot there and they'll rumble once more. They're whistle with 4:33 remaining here in the third. Three-goal push in here. Truro Bearcats. What's the three-goal push in? Not Luke Ritchie. Back in. Back to Nelson. Intercepted. interception. With his feet on the defense. That's going to the box here. Let's hope it's starting to run dry here for Truro. Fire down neutral ice. It's up here by Reynolds.
Bearcats penalty, number 3, Keith Nelson. 2 minutes roughing after penalty 38. Nelson roughing at 8:38.
LeBlanc fires it down. Left hand corner. Reynolds on it. Richie on the forecheck. Short-handed, Richie to the goal, trying to chip it over the glove inside again there. Not necessarily the goal. And a delayed penalty coming up on the play. And it's an interference call. Looks like it's going against the Osprey here. Interference call against the Osprey.
Osprey penalty number 8, Sam Powell. 2 minutes interference. Got penalty 9:32. Powell interference at 9:32.
Get on the board here to make things interesting. Getting in shot, pad save there. The rumble. Almost has to get a hold of it. Back onto the point. Morris. Chips it into the zone. Backhand shot. Mackenzie in the corner. On the wall on a point, moves it across to Hoyt. Shot from distance, glove save by Rumble. It'll stop for a minute and 1 remaining. Bearcats off to the forward goal. Checks ahead here by O'Reilly. 2-on-1. O'Reilly on the wing. Right back in front of Moved out by the Bearcats. One last rush here with 38 left to go. Cross to Lexi Barber. She dumps it in. And goes for a change. Barber play all the way back. Make sure to stay tuned, folks, for the MVP, Most Valuable Player of the game.
Both teams please on at their respective blue lines for the presentation of the players of the game.
Not interview will take place with position number 97.
The player of the game for the Truro Bearcats, number 10, Jackson Hoyt. The player of the game for the Truro Osprey, number 12, Nathan Tarrant.